Good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing excellent today. Look, my name is Jay Moore, your healthy accountant, and I want to welcome you to today's enlightenment broadcast. Today, we're going to be talking about how to predict your success. How to predict your success. That's right. When you want to know how to do that, man, I'm going to tell you, man, just studying and learning to predictable ways of understanding what's in front of us or what's already been done for us. Man, this is an awesome, incredible day. So thanks so much for joining me. Look, I want to take you directly to a scripture. It's found in Proverbs, and it's chapter 21. It's chapter 19 in verse 21. And so it says, a man may have many plans, but the Lord's purpose wins out in the end. A man may have many plans, but the Lord's purpose wins out in the end. So wait a second. We're talking about predicting your success. Well, if God is saying that his purpose is going to win out, I'm going to tell you, his purpose is successful. It's already been talked about and prophesied and written and said that this is what's going to happen. These things have happened. This is where, this is how things are going to end. And it's going to end successfully the way that he said it. I'm going to take you to a question real quick. And here's a question that I want you to answer for yourself. Just one today. Why am I here? That's the question you must answer for yourself today, because you want to predict your success. But in order to predict your success and really understand what God is talking about here, or what Solomon wrote this and what Solomon is saying about God. Solomon is the wisest man that ever walked this planet, human being at least. A man may have many plans in his heart. I could be doing many things here. Here it is. I'm the health accountant, right? Here it is. I want to be a great marketer, and I want to be this, and I want to be that, and I'm successful at this and that. But if it's not his purpose, then what's the point of having that success? So I want to predict my success. And in predicting my own success, I want to make sure that I know what my own purpose is and how that lines up with his ultimate purpose. So why are you here? Do you even know the answer to that question? Why are you here? I've been asking my children, I asked them, hey, do you know why you're born? And I've been telling them to ask God this question for the past couple of years. Just keep asking. I can't tell you why you were born. I didn't create you. Did you come as a result of some actions that your mom and myself had? Absolutely. We did some things, and that's why you're here. But I didn't create you. I am only a conduit. I am being used by the Most High. So if I'm being used, then I might as well allow myself to be used in such a way that I'm in his purpose. In that way, I can predict how successful I'm going to be. I can predict by aligning myself with him. But here's the thing. This question, why am I here? This is probably one of the hardest questions. I'm probably going to ask you 4 more questions over the next few days. But this is one of the hardest questions that people have trouble with. Most people don't know what their purpose is. A few weeks ago, I talk to people all the time, but I was talking to someone who's a little bit older than me, and, um, they didn't really know. They didn't really know what their purpose was at all. They didn't really know it. They didn't really know, how God had gifted them in their life, and, they didn't really know how they should be using this gift. So if we're trying to predict success, we've got to start with that question. Why am I here? You know, we can start with another, but I'm going to start with this question. Why am I here? See, because life is made up of successful actions. Life is made up of failures too. When you fail at something, it just means that, okay, I think I have to grow. I think that there's something I have to do that's going to help me to get that. I was sitting here thinking this morning as I was waking up, and I was thinking about my childhood because I'm I want to remember when he placed what I'm doing inside of me. Or I want to remember when it was noticeable that it was there, but I may not have noticed that it was there. The earliest I can remember it was eighth grade. I was in the eighth grade. I was in the eighth grade, and you know, I was, you know, I was the valedictorian of my class. You think I played a couple of instruments. I played saxophone. I played the piano. I sang. Um, I played basketball. I was involved with this in church, and I was doing. I was involved with a lot of things. You know, and so I was thinking about, when was it noticeable that my life would be different than most? And so I would look back and say, man, if I'm looking back, if I'm looking back, it was noticeable then by the amount of things that I could do. It was not that I'm not comparing myself to anyone, but it was noticeable because, when I gave my valedictory speech, which my older brother helped me with, I remember having I had a photographic memory. Literally, I memorized it. I memorized a whole speech. Now my brother helped me write it, and so I memorized it in an evening. The whole thing. I'm talking about photographic. Wrote it down, read it, whatever. I knew it, and I gave this speech. I'd never given a speech before in my life. But you know what? Here's the thing. I was nervous, right? But because I knew it, I wasn't nervous anymore. Once I started talking, it was like it came out strong. And so I'm thinking about this morning. I'm saying, was that a precursor of me being in front of many people and me speaking with power? Me teaching people things that I learned because of studying, and because of the fact that I've been given many gifts. Can't begin to tell you all the gifts that I have, but I've been given many. And I said to myself, man, I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice what happened that day. Other people noticed, hey, man, you were good, and people were congratulating me, and I got a lot of people to say, man, you're talented, and man, you're gonna do great things, and it's going over your head. I hadn't even decided that I would be an accountant at that point. That didn't come until 4 years later. Almost, well, 3 years later. 3 years later, I decided that it would be accounting. Didn't even know who I was at that point. Didn't know where I was going. Didn't even know really where I was from and what I could do. I didn't know any of those things. And I definitely didn't know what my purpose was or how to predict my success. But now that I'm drawn to this text, Proverbs 19:21, when it says, a man may have many plans in his heart, but the Lord's purpose wins out in the end. So, what is your purpose? How can you use your purpose, the one that God gave you, to predict your success? See, because if God gave you the purpose, then that means you have been predestined for a successful life. God doesn't make anything that's broken. God doesn't make anything that doesn't work, or God doesn't make anything that can't live up to the purpose that he created it for. He doesn't do that. God, even when you see someone, and last week I saw a guy, he had no legs, no arms. I saw another guy. I watched so that was the second person I saw. So I saw one I think it was last week, a guy with no legs, no arms. And then 2 days ago, I saw another video with a guy with no legs, no arms. He's a wrestler. And you would say, oh, well, there's no way, his life is messed up and he has a purpose for his life. Doesn't matter if you don't have legs or arms or sight, or if you can hear. It doesn't matter if you don't have if you have fingers or not. It doesn't matter if you don't have the right height. Doesn't matter. See, because the purpose that God placed inside you will work with whatever you have. It works perfectly with what you have. That's what it does. So why are you here? See, by answering this question, you'll have cheat codes to predicting your success. Because when you figure out and find out that God wants me to be successful, God can only have you to be successful. See, because God can't have, he can't have products, because you're a product. God can't have products out there that cannot do what they were programmed to do. Yes, you were programmed. See, God can have products out there that can't fulfill the purpose as to why they were created. It's kind of like if Apple created the iPad, but it couldn't do what it's supposed to do, then their name would be at stake. Man, this iPad doesn't work. Man, these things doesn't work. But sometimes we look at the outer shell, because what God created, he put on the inside. A lot of times he didn't put the greatest gift on the outside. Even sometimes you look at people like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson, all these great basketball players. Now, they had physical gifts, but it was something that he put on the inside that is really the gift. Now, they're able to use their physical abilities so that they can activate this thing on the inside. See, the thing that LeBron James has, man, is the fact that he didn't have a dad. Him not having a father was a gift for him. You say, well, how's that a gift? Because if he had one, he would not be if he had a good one, I don't say anyone, but if he had a good father, he would not be the man he is today. He might be a basketball player. He might be, but he may not be the same type of basketball player. See, because he didn't have a father, something on the inside was activated. And he wanted people to feel connected. He wanted people, when he got on the basketball court, he wanted everybody to be involved. Because he didn't have something. And because he didn't have something, he wanted people to have that. See, that's a gift. Now, the physical part, he used it. But here's the thing. What if he didn't decide to take care of his body? What if he didn't decide that this was important to him, his body, and playing that game that he loves? What if it wasn't important? Then he would have never manifested this gift of giving to people and to young people and wanting people to have education. This man activated his gift. Yes, he used all of the gifts. See, you get multiple gifts, guys. Everyone gets multiple gifts, and sometimes the one that's obvious is not the main gift. His main gift was not basketball. See, because basketball will go away, but what's inside will never go away. His heart, the things that he's doing for people back in Akron, the foundation, the schools, those things, those have nothing to do with his physical ability. See, here's the thing: he needed a way to fund those activities, guys. There's something that you can do that's going to fund the activities so that your gift will make room for everything else. So he had a physical gift that funded all of what he needed to do. Look at that. Why is he here? I'm sure, yeah. Well, I don't know for sure certain that he answered the question, but I think he did answer that question. For him to be doing what he's doing, I think he answered the question why he's here. So, guys, you want to predict your success? Check out this short verse in Proverbs 19:21. A man may have many plans in his heart, but the Lord's purpose wins out in the end. You want to predict your success? I know I do. You know what? I'm living his purpose. I'm going to share his messages. I'm going to give away his money. I'm going to teach people how to get money. I'm going to teach people how to, live a rich life. I'm going to teach people how to get a hold of their health and their finances, their business. I'm going to teach people all of this information, all of how he's taught me how to do it. That's my purpose. That my purpose is to take all of that and give it away. See, the giving it away, it starts now. See, one person would say, Jay, I don't have anything to give. Well, give what you have. It's kind of like you can't give what you don't have. So you give what you have every morning. I give something. I have to give away a piece of me every day. Some knowledge, some inspiration, or something that I'm doing or have done. And right now, see, I'm going through a journey of predicting my own success. Talked about removing obstacles. Yep, I'm removing my own obstacles and remove them. Talked about always give your best yesterday. Giving your best. Yes. See, guys, predicting your success is knowing that you might have plans. You just might have plans. But the Lord's plans, his purpose, wins out in the end. So you want to predict yours? Find out what your purpose is. Find out why. Find out why you are here. If you find out you're here, you will see your success and you will know it. And you will say, well, if this is what he's asking me to do, I know certainly that I am successful because of it. One question, that's the only thing you get to do today is ask one question. Why am I here? All right, guys, God bless you. Look, I hope you got a lot of value from this broadcast today. Go back and listen to, how to remove obstacles. Go back and listen to how to how to always give your best. I'm just trying to make sure I remember these titles. And look, today we talked about how to predict your success, and it's all tied to one question: why am I here? But you know what? I've got more for you. I've got another question I'm going to ask you tomorrow, and for the next four more days, I'm going to ask you 4 more questions. And when you answer these questions, your success is yours. All right, guys. Look, I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. I am Jay Moore, your healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. You want to account more for your life? Schedule a call. Schedule a call with me. Take a deep dive into what you have going on. And look, man, you might need coaching. You may need an understanding that you don't have. And so, look, that is my purpose. That's my purpose, to help you to uncover that. And look, book a call. Let's talk. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I look forward to seeing you back here.